America?
Well, I think it's very perilous right now. I still don't think we've hit the bottom yet, and I think there's a lot more layoffs and shutdowns to come, and I think our government is helping the upper level, and they're not really reaching down to help those at the bottom. So give Americans jobs and we'll start buying, and that'll help the economy, but they don't seem to be getting that.
Yes, sir.
Well, it depends. I think there should be more job security.
Job security in America is very important because it just keeps the economy going. We need our jobs here in America.
Sourcing of work.
I don't like it. I've had to deal with people in other countries trying to help me with something that they can't help me with from where they are, and it's a waste of time.
Is it a language barrier, or is it?
It's a language barrier, and they don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
They don't have what they need sitting in front of them.
I've disagreed with that for a long time. So we elect leaders to take care of our country, not the world.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. It's almost natural for you to speak to someone in another country that you can't understand and they don't understand you, and they're reading from a script. So if you go off that script, they don't understand what you're saying. So then you have to call back in and pray you get someone in America that can just really communicate with you.
Okay.
And get off that script.
Well, sometimes it's very hard for me to pick up the voices, exactly what they're saying. I don't know that I would necessarily label it a bad experience. It's been I don't know that I'd even say frustrating, but I personally hate it when I have to keep saying, could you repeat that? What did you say? It just is, I guess disconcerting is maybe the best word.
Okay.
I think in most cases unions are the way to go.
Well, I've always been in favor of unions. My father and mother were both members of unions, and I know my dad back in the Depression in the 30s, for a long time, he was working just 2 days a week, half a day, for 50 cents an hour. But yet he and his mother were able to get through. And of course, by the time my parents retired, they were making a very good salary. It bought us a house, cars that we needed, sent me to college, and I think that was partly because the unions were there. Now,
I'm a union person, so I love unions.
So you're for a union?
Always.
Okay.
of course, upper management has always been opposed to it, but there was a time, which I think was the greatest period in this country's history, the 50s and early 60s, where unions and management were able to get along, and that's when your working man could buy a house and buy a car and afford to send their kids to college.